Good afternoon, it's Kristen Hancock, the Simcoe County Stamper, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Wonderful Snowflakes. So you will find them in the mini catalog on page 25. They come in a pack of 24 iridescent foil snowflakes, and they look like this. The tissue sticks to the glue that's on the packaging, and then it makes it tricky to get them out. Okay, so they come on a sheet like this, and you just punch them out. Super easy. Just go slow because they are so thin, you don't want to rip anything. You see how pretty they are with that shimmer. Hopefully the light is capturing that. Oop. It's pretty dark in my craft room right now. It is going to rain and it's evening, but hopefully you're able to see that. So what I wanted to show you is how you can maximize your use of these snowflakes. So if you didn't want a white snowflake, you could actually flip it over and we can color it. So first I'm gonna use a sponge dauber. So I've got Misty Moonlight here. And I'm just gonna dip in, and then I'm gonna sponge that color on. And the fun thing about that is you could go dark in some places, light in other places, and give it kind of two-tone or multi-tone, so it has a little bit of texture. See how fun that is? You could even leave some areas white, or you could do the whole thing solid. But just by using a dauber and an ink pad, you can customize this to whatever color you need for your project, whatever it is that you are working on. So I thought that was really cool. So there we go. Oh, I got a little bit of white. How easy is that? Now I've got a Misty Moonlight snowflake. So that's awesome. But I thought, why stop there? Let's punch out a couple more and try a few more tricks to see if they work. And I actually haven't tried these out, so we really will be learning together. So there's one. And I like how this sheet gives you, there's lots of paper left. So like our little mini punches you could totally use for something. Maybe a penguin belly. Hearts, stars, who knows? Okay, so we're gonna take snowflake, flip it over, and using the brush end of a Stampin' Blend, let's turn this snowflake into Flirty Flamingo. Now, because you have to color each little snowflake, I'm not going to do the whole thing, just enough to give you an idea that that's easy enough to do, right? I think what's fun, I was gonna say you could color the other side, but look, it bleeds right through. So how cool is that? Now you've got a shiny pink snowflake. That's very cool. I think I'll add just a little bit more. Finish that section off. I was gonna say because it's alcohol marker, you could actually use it on the other side. And I'm sure that you still could if you wanted it darker. But I love that you don't need to because it bleeds through. How cool is that? All right, so there's 2 ways that we can use it. Now I am sure that you could use the blending brush as well, but maybe I wouldn't. If I were gonna do that, I think I would keep my snowflake in there, because once the snowflake is out, these little pieces are very fine, and as you're blending, it might pull them. Maybe not. Let's give it a whirl. Just so we can say we tried it. As long as you're going, like I'm going from the center out, I wouldn't want to start going from the thinnest bit in, because I think that might tear it. What's really cool about this, I'll show you over here, is if you keep your snowflake in one spot, it's actually going to become like a stencil. So when you move it on your cardstock, you'll wind up with, do you see the snowflake imprint? I'll just try to bring my grid paper closer so that you can see. So that's kind of neat. So yep, you can use it that way. And then the last thing that I wanted to try is, do you remember I filled this with rubbing alcohol and I added a little bit of re-inker. I need one more snowflake because I hadn't planned on doing the blending brush, but then I thought, why not? It's fun to experiment. So flip that over. Again, this is alcohol based, so it is probably going to bleed through just like the Stampin' Blend did, which is kind of cool. I've got Blackberry Bliss in here, and I'm just gonna squirt it. Now you will spray as much as you want for the color intensity that you want. So you could just give it a squirt or 2 if you want it light, and you'll give it more squirts if you want it a deeper shade. So I'm just gonna let that alcohol evaporate. How awesome is that? And the other side is just a paler version. So again, if you want it darker, you could use if you want the shine, then you would spray it a few more times for it to be darker. If you don't want the shine, this is fine. So let's look at, this was the blender pen. Not the blender pen, sorry, the Stampin' Blend. This was the spritzer with the alcohol. Then we had the blending brush. And we had the sponge dauber. So leave me a comment, let me know which one you liked the best, which one you might try. I think they were all great. And what an easy, like they're all such simple ways to switch it up and add color, right? To customize it to the projects that you're working on. So hopefully that helped you, and hopefully you are putting the Wonderful Snowflakes onto your list, your wish list. They are $8.25 and you get 24 of them. So thanks for watching.